In our cities of concrete and steel, an invisible force shapes everything, the wind. For centuries we built to resist it. Now architects are learning from nature, how trees bend, how birds glide, to design buildings that work with the wind, not against it. Enter the wind-designed skyscraper structures that harness wind for energy, reduce their environmental impact, and redefine sustainability. These buildings are more than shelters, they're beacons of innovation, blending art, science, and nature. Join me as we explore how humanity is learning to build not against the wind, but with it. Our journey begins in Bahrain, where the Bahrain World Trade Center rises like twin sails above Manama. This pioneering skyscraper was among the first to integrate large-scale wind turbines directly into its design. The two towers are angled to funnel Gulf winds, creating a powerful wind tunnel effect. 3 massive bridges connect the towers, each supporting a 29-meter wind turbine. These turbines are positioned to capture the strongest, most consistent winds, turning natural force into clean electricity. The result? Up to 15% of the building's energy needs are met by wind, enough to power hundreds of homes. In a region dominated by fossil fuels, this is a bold step towards sustainability. The turbines aren't just functional, they're a visible, integral part of the building's identity. The building constantly monitors wind conditions, adjusting turbine blades for maximum efficiency. This dynamic relationship between architecture and environment is a hallmark of intelligent design. The Bahrain World Trade Center stands as a living laboratory, proving that even in harsh climates, renewable energy can thrive. It's not just an office complex, it's a symbol of cooperation with nature. By learning the language of the wind, these towers point the way to a new era of responsible architecture. They show that our greatest structures can be both iconic and sustainable. Here, the wind is not an enemy but a partner in progress. In Guangzhou, China, the Pearl River Tower appears sculpted by the wind itself. Its curved form guides air smoothly around the building, minimizing resistance and maximizing efficiency. Large openings in the tower's core act as wind tunnels, accelerating air toward hidden vertical axis turbines. These turbines generate significant electricity on-site, quietly and efficiently. The aerodynamic design also reduces the structural load, allowing for less steel and concrete, lowering both cost and carbon footprint. By letting wind flow through rather than fighting it, the building achieves stability and sustainability. The Pearl River Tower was envisioned as a zero-energy building, producing as much power as it consumes. While it didn't fully reach that goal, its innovations set a new standard for green skyscrapers. It's a holistic approach. One smart design choice leads to cascading benefits from energy to materials. The building works with its environment, not against it. Pearl River Tower stands as a prototype for the future, where architecture and nature collaborate. It's not just in the city, it's of the environment. Here, the wind is both a challenge and a resource. In London's Southwark, Strata SE1, nicknamed the Razor, cuts a striking figure with 3 wind turbines crowning its peak. Designed to funnel city winds through its turbines, it was hailed as the world's first residential tower with integrated wind power. The turbines were meant to supply 8% of the building's electricity, powering common areas and reducing grid reliance. But urban wind is unpredictable. Turbulence from surrounding buildings and noise issues have limited the turbine's effectiveness. Often the turbines stand still, sparking debate about their true impact and accusations of greenwashing. Despite these challenges, Strata SE1 is a vital experiment in urban wind energy. It highlights the complexities of harnessing wind in dense cities, turbulence, acoustics, and maintenance. The lessons learned here inform future designs worldwide. Strata SE1 remains an icon, daring to make renewable energy a visible part of the skyline. Whether seen as a success or a learning experience, its legacy is clear. It pushed boundaries and sparked crucial conversations about sustainable living. The Razor reminds us, innovation means taking risks, even when the results are imperfect. Every experiment brings us closer to truly sustainable cities. In Shanghai, the Shanghai Tower spirals skyward, embodying harmony with the wind. Its 120-degree twist isn't just beautiful, it's a masterstroke of engineering. The twisting form disrupts wind vortices, reducing wind load by 24% compared to a conventional tower. This allowed designers to use 25,000 fewer tons of steel, cutting costs and environmental impact. Near the summit, 270 vertical-axis wind turbines capture high-altitude winds, generating supplementary power. The tower's double-glass facade creates a thermal buffer, reducing energy use for heating and cooling. Rainwater collection and on-site water treatment further boost sustainability. Every feature is woven into the building's DNA, not tacked on as an afterthought. The Shanghai Tower is a showcase of green technology and bio-inspired design. Its beauty is born from function, like a vine spiraling up a tree. It stands as a symbol of a new paradigm, resilience through adaptation, not resistance. Here, sustainability and elegance are inseparable. The tower proves that the most advanced architecture learns from nature's efficiency. In Shanghai, the wind is a partner in both form and function. Imagine Copenhagen's skyline transformed by the Cactus Tower, a concept inspired by the resilience of desert plants. The design features two towers, their forms echoing the saguaro cactus, with rounded balconies and fins. These elements break up wind, scattering its force and minimizing pressure on the building. The spiny texture diffuses wind energy, allowing for lighter construction and reduced material use. This biomimicry lowers embodied carbon and frees up more usable space inside. Balconies and fins also create calm outdoor spaces, improving residents' comfort even on windy days. The Cactus Tower is a lesson in intelligence over brute strength, stability through clever diffusion, not mass. Though still a concept, its influence is real, pushing architects to seek solutions in nature. The cactus survives harsh winds by minimizing stress. The tower aims to do the same in the urban jungle. It challenges the glass box skyscraper, favoring organic, responsive forms. The Cactus Tower reminds us, nature's silent efficiency holds the key to our most innovative designs. Sometimes the best engineering textbook is the natural world itself. The future of architecture may look more like a cactus than a cube. In Dubai, the lighthouse was envisioned as a beacon of sustainability amid the desert's extremes. This proposed 400-meter tower would have featured 3 massive wind turbines on its southern facade, bold, visible, and functional. Positioned high above the city, the turbines would capture strong, consistent winds, generating a significant share of the building's power. In a city where air conditioning dominates energy use, this would have been a game-changer. The lighthouse also planned a solar skin, 4,000 photovoltaic panels covering its facade. Wind and solar would work together, ensuring power generation in any weather. This dual strategy creates a resilient, self-sufficient ecosystem, intelligently managing resources. Though never built, the lighthouse remains a powerful blueprint for future skyscrapers. It proved that large-scale renewable energy can be integrated into stunning architecture. The design's ambition continues to inspire, showing that our tallest structures can also be our most responsible. The lighthouse shines as a symbol of what's possible when innovation meets environmental stewardship. Even as a concept, it lights the way forward. In Dubai, the future was imagined as both spectacular and sustainable. In Taipei, Taiwan, Taipei 101 stands as a masterclass in surviving the wind's fury. Its bamboo-inspired form isn't just symbolic. The segmented design breaks up wind forces, reducing dangerous sway. The real marvel is hidden inside. A 660-ton tuned mass damper, suspended between the 87th and 92nd floors. This giant steel sphere acts as a pendulum, counteracting the building's movement during typhoons. When the tower sways, the damper swings in the opposite direction, calming the motion and protecting occupants. The damper's movement is controlled by hydraulic pistons and thick cables, visible to visitors as it silently balances the tower. During super typhoons, it can swing up to 1.5 meters, absorbing the storm's energy. Without it, the upper floors would be uninhabitable and the structure at risk. Taipei 101 teaches us that sometimes, survival means knowing how to sway, not just how to stand firm. It's a triumph of dynamic, responsive engineering, finding stability through balance, not brute force. Like bamboo, the tower endures by bending, not breaking. Here, the lesson is not to harness the wind, but to endure it. Taipei 101 is a symbol of resilience in the face of nature's power. From Bahrain's sails to Taipei's bamboo, we've seen a revolution in how we build with the wind. These skyscrapers are prototypes for future cities, taller, stronger, and more sustainable. By channeling, dancing with, and absorbing the wind, we create architecture that belongs to the environment, not imposed upon it. Each building, whether a triumph or a lesson, pushes the boundaries of what's possible. The skyline of tomorrow will be shaped by embracing the elements, not fighting them. Which of these marvels inspired you most? Share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more stories of design and innovation. The journey to a sustainable future has only just begun.